tools, and he had so many different things that he did, so many different tricks, and he collected tools. He taught us that if you're going to use a tool more than 3 times, you should purchase it. And he practiced what he preached. When it came actually the time to sell his tools, there were tools there that nobody that we met knew what they were for, and we didn't know what they were for. They were so specialized tools. He had a 4-bay garage full of tools and equipment. And you can imagine how it was to watch those go in a day at yard sale prices. This huge collection just gone. And he stopped and see, well, what are all these tools about? What are all these collections? At first I was really hard in my heart about what happened. All of his life I'm just gone at yard sale. And then I started to realize that's not true. Those were tools. Tools used for making an impact. The tools were only instruments. It's the impact that was made. And I stepped back and I was able to smile. Because it helped me to look at things and say, you know, all the things we have here are only tools to make an impact on life. Whether it's our car, or our house, or the clothes that we have, or the skills that we use, all of those are just tools to make an impact on others' lives. I look at the impact my dad made like a ripple effect. The funeral itself was amazing. It was amazing because of the people who were there. There were a lot of people there. My dad touched different people's lives in different ways. There were young men who just started to work at Hanford who were there who had been trained by my dad. There was an older, senior black gentleman. His name was Mr. Rowe. He came and brought buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken for our family. He came and brought them because he said it was a testimony to how my dad had treated him. They'd driven out to him multiple times. There were the next door neighbor, in fact, all of the neighbors around, because my dad had done different things for them through the years. A man down the way whose fence he helped put in came crying to the funeral. I started looking and saying, you know, really the tools that he used effectively. The impact that we make on life that really counts. Titus 2 verse 7 says, in everything, set them an example by doing what's good. He shared an example of caring for people and serving them and ministering to them. And to me, that's the testimony and impact of life. It's amazing sometimes how we measure success by the amount of money in the bank account, by the collection of things. I remember Charles Swindoll said a definition of success once that I fastened in my mind. Success is when those who know you best love you most. And they know who you are through and through, and they still care about you. That's success. When they understand who you are and what you're doing, that's good. Tools and other collectibles, all those things are only a means to leave an impact on the world around them. How are you impacting the world? Not the collections, not the things that you're accumulating for yourself. How are you impacting the world? Because when it's all gone, all that you accumulate is going to be gone in a hard sale, or in a moment. A fire, my wife and I always share, it's all going to burn in the end. But the impact that you have on others, the impact in the lives that you touch, that lasts forever. Third thing I learned, the first being we're all mortal, the second that we all have an impact on life, the third is chocolate time. You have to understand, Christmas time. At Christmas time, my mom started months ahead freezing things because we had food everywhere. And people sent us chocolates, boxes of chocolates. Don't you love chocolates? Not the little milk chocolates, the high quality stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right? We get those special gifts of chocolates. And they were opened everywhere. But you know the problem with chocolates? Caramel. My dad had dentures. And caramel is a horrible thing for dentures. He said they should put a warning label on chocolates for those that you perform chocolate cowling. For that you need special surgical instruments, a napkin and a toothpick. You take and hold the chocolate with the napkin and turn it upside down. And with the toothpick, you insert a little hole that goes down until you hit the caramel or something better. If it's better, if it's not, you turn it back, put it on its face, and you will perform the same chocolate cowling. The reality is that you can look at things on the outside, and you really don't know what they're like on the inside. Isn't it true? We look at each other, oftentimes, and we all look just the same. Or we make an assumption by what it looks like on the outside, without ever looking on the inside. As I